I call the Honourable Judith Collins.
Oh, Mr Speaker, look, it's probably my fault, you know. I was a Minister of Justice who really could possibly have spent the next 2 years trying to get consensus amongst 7 different parties in Parliament. And if only I'd done that, we could today have Colin Craig an MP. If only I'd done that. I mean, for goodness sake, let's have a look at the results. We've talked a lot today about this. That would have been good. And, by the way, all the rest of them, we could have had, they had 3.97% out of the 2014 election. Do you really think, Mr Speaker, that if we'd gone to that election with a 4% threshold, they couldn't have got another 0.03%? It would have been a doozy. And we would have had that. Now, who actually benefited out of these so-called coattail one-seat threshold in this particular election? The last one, the only one actually is the Murray Party. We would have had one member, and I don't know how the Greens would feel about that. Do they really didn't want Miss Marama Fox in here? Let's go back to the 2011 election result. I know that this is facts and you don't like that in the Labour Party, but let's have a look at it. What did we got? We had the Mana Party were in here. They weren't supporting the government, were they? They were 1.08% of the vote. Apparently that's no good either. And let's just go back a little bit more. 2008. Oh, we had Mr Jim Anderton's Progressive Party. Now, we're talking, I've heard Mr James Shaw, who's never won an electorate seat and never will, talking today about, no, he hasn't, talking about Epsom and Ohio, and apparently the people don't like it. Which people don't like it? Clearly the people in Epsom and Ohio don't mind, because guess what? The people in Wigram were asked by the Labour Party to vote for Mr Jim Anderton's Progressive Party, and guess how much he got? 0.91%, not even 1%. He was just a minnow compared to that fabulous Conservative Party. Let's go back to 2005, an election that Labour claimed. What did we have here? Who were coattailing then? Well, the ACT Party, they coattailed, they got 1.51%, they got Epsom, and they also got one more MP. But actually, Mr Peter Dunn's United Future New Zealand Party, who at that stage supported the Labour government, he got 2.67%, and he got 1 seat, and he got, actually in the end, 3 seats after his electorate seat. I didn't hear the Labour Party all crying about that one. No, actually, they were very happy to take Mr Peter Dunn's party, and so Mr Jim Anderton's Progressive Party. That was an election where we had 8 parties represented here in government, and actually 4 of those parties had fewer votes in terms of the percentage than the Conservative Party at the last election. So maybe we should drop the threshold a bit more down to 2%. And then let's go back to 2002, and guess who was coattailing then again? No. Jim Anderton's Progressive Coalition Party. And guess how many seats they won in the electorate seats? 1. Guess how many percentage, or how much percentage of the vote they won? 1.70. 1.70. And guess how many seats in Parliament they got? 2. You're so right, Mr McIndoe. 2. And Mr Seymour, you got that, and Mrs Tolley. My goodness gracious. And guess who was crying about that then? The Labour Party, Mr Ian Lees Galloway, any distraught people from the left? No. The fact is, if you can win an electorate seat in Parliament, that means that there's enough people, 60-odd thousand voters, there are enough people there who think there's a little bit of sanity in that party. It actually brings in a bit of sanity, and it actually means that a party has to go back to the electorate and say, well, this is what we've been doing. And it actually stops people being complete Fruit Loops when it comes to politics. But when you've got parties who have no respect for electorates, no respect for the work that goes on, representing people whether they vote for you or not, people like Mr Shaw, who's a nice chap, but really, he showed his colours today, says that he submitted on the Electoral Commission, therefore he represents the people. Let me tell you this, most people didn't submit. There's a reason. The only people generally who submitted were absolutely into politics, had an agenda, and unfortunately I just couldn't get consensus. But isn't it a good thing I didn't? Otherwise we'd have Colin Craig here.